Hey, yo, what's up? It's Dominic D'Angelo. It's a Friday. TGIF to everybody out there. It is Rumor and Innuendo. I'm of Studio1Sports.com, and I'm with Mr. Robert Karpelis, WD Creative _ish. Robert, TGIF.
Boy, you went a long way to get to that the end of that sentence there, Dom. You took quite a circuitous route. I realized I forgot to post the show. I was singing along to the theme song.
Really?
I was literally sitting there humming the theme song, and then all of a sudden realized, oh no, the show has started. I had to probably post this on the X gimmick because we are live. Someone actually asked me this the other day, like, is the show actually live? Like, no, it is live. It is 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I can confirm as at this moment, New York Times posting out that John F. Burns, Pulitzer Prize winning New York Times journalist, has passed away. So
Really?
yeah, so we'll dedicate that to him. He covered the Iraq War, covered Bosnia. I used to enjoy reading a lot of his things, and it's not what we're really here to talk about today. As exciting as it is to talk about Bosnia, we'll say hi to the folks joining us in the chat. Maddie, Mr. Marijuana says, "Oh yeah,
Ooh, yeah."
E throwing us a "was up." Boy, we're getting a lot of discourse. Warner Breeze says, "Hello, R&I. With the WrestleMania build being questionable, I'm pretty sure AEW won't do anything crazy like put the world title back on Hangman." So we meant AEW. Cammy Star says, "After morning, guys." Wrestling Old Head says, "Good after morning, R&I. Happy Friday to you all." And Dre Owens said, "Hello, R&I. Listening to Working Stiff. Who else used to play Bonk?" Literally mentioned that on the on Working Stiff yesterday. Good times, Dom. Good times.
Talked about the Smurfs on Working Stiff of all things. The Smurfs.
We went deep into the work. We talked about the Smurfs. Why are you hating on the Smurfs?
I never liked the Smurfs. I really didn't, and not because they're small in stature. I just didn't like them.
They're fantastic people.
You know what? If I had to guess who the villain's voice was for the Smurfs, I thought it was George C. Scott.
You thought Oscar winner George C. Scott, in the latter stages of his career, like Orson Welles in the Transformers movie.
Yes.
No, Cammy Star taking a hot take here, saying I liked Snorks better. I think I had all of the Snorks action figures as a little kid.
Oh man, you don't want to do that.
That was a bathtub essential.
Ninja Turtles.
You don't bring the Ninja Turtles into the bathtub. The Snorks they live in water. They lined up. They stuck. They were perfect. Dom, no. I'm saying all this because you accidentally sent the email to the wrong address, so I have not read anything of what's teed up for today's show. I got nothing.
Oh well, you should.
Tony Gong, by the way, says, "Who used to watch Gummy Bears? Gummy Bears stunk." That used to be the lead-in for the Disney afternoon, and you had to suffer through Gummy Bears to get to DuckTales, to get Tailspin, to get to Chippendale Rescue Rangers, to get to Darkwing Duck, to get to the good stuff, to get to Marsupilami. If we really want to go deep,
I don't remember that.
That show was not very good, but we can go deep on it. Somewhere Mike Lawrence is like, this is the one time he would have been like, I wish I was on the show.
Darkwing Duck was awesome.
Darkwing Duck was a hell of a show.
The video game was great too. Love the video game.
The Chippendale Rescue Rangers game for NES.
Yes.
Perhaps greatest non-wrestling video game made. That or the Ninja Turtles arcade game that they made for Nintendo.
Yeah.
That came with a coupon for a free pizza from Pizza Hut.
You don't get that anymore. Were you a Fraggle Rock person, Robert?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yes. It was on HBO Max at one point.
Oh.
And tried watching it with the kids, and the blank stare of, huh?
Margie the Trash Sheep. Who's the Margie the Trash Sheep of wrestling, Robert?
Who's the what?
Margie the Trash Sheep. You don't remember her?
Oh, I do remember Margie the Trash Sheep. That's a mean thing that Michael Cole. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, super chat.
What is with super chat? I've been out in the dark here to know that there was a super chat situation. Clearly, you do it with Rob Bennett. Do it with all your other podcasts.
Yeah,
Not here,
Oh, I
but
thought you knew.
Maddie, Mr. Marijuana throws a super chat question. Dom is RVD's manager now. Road to Mania, book it. You know what? You would actually do well as Rob's manager, simply because stature-wise, you're good at making Rob look big and imposing and menacing. You're
Yes,
extremely punchable. I've
extremely.
seen some of the clips that you've posted on there from some of your work that you do for is it IWC?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that guy's an absolute heel. Just the
Oh,
absolute worst. Dre Owen says Street Sharks is coming back. Street Sharks responsible for the greatest YouTube deep dive that you can ever go down. They made Street Sharks action figures, and there's a commercial for it. You know who's in that commercial?
who's in that commercial? I remember the commercial.
Diesel.
What?
Throw it in the Google machine. You can go watch it. But Dom, you know what we're going to be watching tonight is SmackDown, and I am really excited for. I have no idea what's on SmackDown tonight. I think Jelly Roll's on.
You know what? I was gonna say like WrestleMania was missing some sort of celebrity this year, and I
Talked
mean,
about it on Working Stiff yesterday. Yeah.
I know Jelly Roll was a rehash of last year, but I mean, still, you should have a celebrity on there. It didn't feel like that. WrestleMania is really underwhelming. Let's be honest. It's really underwhelming. And hey, but maybe SmackDown can bounce back because we got Jelly Roll on the Miz TV with the Miz. So will we get Jelly Roll and Danhausen potentially here, Robert?
If it was me,
Uh huh.
and look, the reality is for quite a while here, I was able to predict the tea leaves, was able to say what was going on, and it all made sense, and people were big fans of the product. They've
Yes.
gone off course. I saw one person in one comment get very mad at me as just being like a bitter, angry old man who's just mad at the company for not doing what he wants them to do. I don't work there. Much like your other co-host, Road Dog, neither one of us work for WWE. I like there to be a certain degree of logic in the product, and
Mm-hmm.
I like to think of the highest and best use for everyone. If I'm putting Jelly Roll on SmackDown in Miz TV, we know that Miz has been involved with Danhausen. I think you bring out Danhausen, you bring out Jelly Roll, you got Miz TV, and I want an irate, insane, off the rails Drew McIntyre to murder all of them.
All of them.
I want
Wow.
this to be this is the nonsense that you're putting on TV. This is the crap that Nick Aldis is allowing on here. This is everything that's wrong with this business. I should still be world champion. I'm being cheated out of my WrestleMania moment. So I'm going to kill the fun for everybody and just
I'm with
annihilate Jelly Roll.
I'm with you, Robert. I would not do it to Danhausen for the simple fact you are trying to market him. So if you get him just destroyed and stuff like that, I think it does diminish kind of the allure a little bit of him. But I'm with you on Jelly Roll. I think that'd be a great idea.
No, because I think because again, the beat here, no one has had any physicality on Danhausen. Danhausen's been wacky and popping around and all that. Attacking Jelly Roll, attacking Danhausen, attacking Miz, forcing Miz almost into a babyface role to have to try to step up to Drew, and then Drew just absolutely annihilating Miz in a match. I think that gets you a
I'm
couple weeks of TV.
It does. I think it's kind of in a roundabout way, kind of hot shotting the Danhausen stuff, though. I don't think you should kind of burn it right now with it.
I burn it to the ground. They've sold
I know
enough
you would.
Danhausen
Yeah,
merch. I'm done. They
I
sold the
know.
merch. I get he's got a shelf life, and I get that he's the Great Gazoo, but yeah.
Did the Great Gazoo really have a shelf life? He was pretty awful, to be honest.
Great Gazoo for the longest time was the picture in the group chat that I had with the Working Stiff co-hosts.
For who? Just the group chat?
It was just the group chat logo for the longest time. This is years ago, back when we had our Working Stiff group chat. It was the Great Gazoo.
Why?
I don't even remember why that was. But yeah. Wrestling Old Head says he's an evil Conan O'Brien. No, the evil Conan O'Brien was Jay Leno. He was the heel who took Conan's spot. By the way, Sunday, it's going to be a difficult evening for some folks. So Sunday is AEW Revolution. Sunday's the Oscars.
Oh.
I don't know about how it is in the D'Angelo compound, but I am not missing the Academy Awards.
I used to watch the Oscars. I fell off of it though. I haven't been nominated yet, so I was just like, why even watch it? What's the point?
Because they don't nominate people for theater. And that the time that you were in that weird outfit where you look like Dr. Robotnik.
Oh yes, the King of Bohemia for Sherlock Holmes.
King of Bohemia, but no, the Oscars are can't miss. AEW Revolution. I think it's going to be a really good show, but I think it's going to be a 74-hour long broadcast.
My goodness.
Like it is you're going to need to pack a lunch for that kind of show.
The card basically takes up a whole document page.
I believe there's 12 matches if you include the pre-show.
Yeah, yes.
And some of the matches, by the way, are going long.
Right. I mean, the pre-show matches should actually, I'm looking at them, they should be on the main card, I would think. But real quick, before we pivot to that,
there's more stuff on SmackDown other than Jelly Roll.
Yes.
It's not just 3 hours of him dodging questions about ice and talking about how much he loves his wife.
Look, you got to...
Each one of those make different sections of the audience mad, which I find hilarious.
You can't please everybody.
Well, he can please his wife, and he talks about it a lot.
I haven't tuned into that. Not that I want.
I was going to do a Blue Chew ad, and I was going to like it, but the energy that it's going to take for that, fine.
Turn those jellies into preserves.
Good Lord. No. If you want her roll stuff with jelly, we know what time it is. It's time to level up, and Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. We're talking next level championship belt, gold-plated energy. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation for the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast incarnate that is setting the gold standard for a performance. And we have a special deal just for our listeners. You get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with code RUMOR. It's Blue Chew Gold with code RUMOR. Boy, they do not make that easy to say. That's promo code RUMOR. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this episode of Rumor and Innuendo. And I have still not seen definable proof that Conrad is not Jelly Roll.
It's a fair point.
He just like unzips and it's Jelly Roll inside.
Wow. Like a Russian doll.
Yes. Like a Russian nesting doll.
We will have a contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Randall Keith Orton tonight, Robert.
Oh, good. Who doesn't love a contract signing?
Do you think that'll be in front of the crowd or a behind the scenes segment?
If I was there, I'd be absolutely pitching just to be a jerk and be like, you know what we should do? We should do this in the back and then have someone like just look at the camera and be like, no, this is dumb. Our audience deserves to see this. Let's bring it out there.
Come on, everybody. And then you have a long shot like you do in Goodfellas where it's like you're falling down the hallway. How about that, Robert? Creative mindset. Let's talk a little AEW Revolution, Robert.
What are you doing with your eyes? That was unnerving.
This is my
Please
thinking.
Don't do that again. That was you thinking? You're like Cyclops there for a minute.
When I sit, I think like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's think about Ricochet defending his AEW National Championship on the pre-show in a 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal. That's kind of fun, Robert. I kind of like that.
Yeah, fun Battle Royal. It's weird that, it's that a title is actually on the line for it. It's also weird that they have not defined what the national title is versus any of the other titles. If someone can tell me the difference in the national title and the continental title and the international title and the TNT title, I would be eternally grateful.
I do know the continental title does have the 20-minute stipulation, but they removed it for Revolution.
It's exactly what I was going to say. One of them has a stipulation that they've already done away with.
So stupid.
It's like you need a stip for it. It's like the U.S. title doesn't necessarily have a stipulation, but the idea that it's kind of become this open challenge championship is kind of fun. Mm-hmm. The national title is just another belt. And I know that he's what?
It's a great looking title. I love the look of it, but it's like that's so past due. It's like we've had too many titles already. It's just too much.
It's a lot of titles that don't serve a subsequent purpose. And I remember like TNA tried that at one point where there was a title. I don't remember which one it was where you could use it to cash in for a world title shot if you kept it for a certain window of time. Like the idea of the TV title was always pretty interesting. Of like you had to defend it on TV every week in, week out. So it had an inherent value to it. 21-man Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal, opportunity for some people to return. Probably Jack Perry coming after Ricochet. You've also got Ciampa, who was announced to be in this, which means Mark Briscoe is going to be coming after him. I would not be mad to see a return of Christian or Edge, perhaps in some capacity. Sorry, Adam Copeland.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting. What else might be interesting is this TBS championship match. We got Willow Nightingale. She's defending against Lena Cross.
Yes. Scott Chapman had a pretty good idea on this because there's still the women's tag titles involving both of these women are going to be wrestling twice in one night.
Yes.
So the idea here would be that Willow retains, but she's exhausted and then ultimately loses in the tag title match later because of something nefarious that happens here on the pre-show.
Yeah. Would you make her lose both titles potentially? Put the title on Lena Cross and then put the tag.
No, because I think Willow having the title and Harley not having the title and the drama and tension there is kind of fun.
I think that's a good point, too.
Wrestling Old Head asks, who did Lena Cross beat to earn this shot? Is this her first match? No, Excalibur will remind you that she actually wrestled on an episode of Collision a year ago against Chris Statlander.
And that already dog-eared her moment for tonight or tomorrow, this weekend. All right, let's hit the main card. We'll work. We got the dogs, Robert. The dogs. David Finley, Gabe Kidd, and Clark Connors. Woof, woof, woof. Versus Darby
Clark
Allin.
Connors has got to be the dumbest name ever and for a wrestler.
It's very
because it sounds like Chuck Connors, and it's so I'm sitting here thinking of like the Rifleman.
I was thinking Clark Griswold.
Yeah, then you got Clark Griswold. So it's just This is Clark Connors. He's going to sell you some insurance. He's going to work the actuary tables for you. He's going to save you up to $11 a month if you go with the full bundle. He's not quite Ned Ryerson.
Not needle-nosed Ned whatsoever, but
Ned the Head. Nope. Case Western High did the whistling belly button trick senior year. Clark Connors doesn't do a whistling belly button trick, but I think is going to be a real trickster in this match is that Roderick Strong.
Ooh, he's teaming up with Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin, Robert.
I think he's going to turn on them and align with the dogs because why the hell not?
Do you need a pack of dogs? Does a pack equal 4 people or 4 dogs? I guess.
I don't know, Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover. I didn't quite get the numbers you need for a pack, wolf or otherwise. But it is just bizarre that this is kind of where Darby is right now,
isn't it? And like Orange Cassidy too, for that matter. Just very, I don't know. Doesn't feel like
you just described the entirety of Orange Cassidy's character. Well, he's just, I don't know. That's been his vibe the whole time, Dom. You nailed it. Hey, all right, we got 42 more matches to go in 12 minutes.
Another wrestler that barks is Brody King. He's taking on Swerve Strickland.
Sure, that was a segue. What's great about this is they've been brawling all over the place, using chains, using weapons. So the stipulation for this match is a singles match.
Yeah.
My guess, no contest.
Do you think
they fling each other off a table through a piece of equipment and they're both dead or whatever? I don't think that we necessarily get a clean finish on this sucker. I would probably go double count out something or other.
Could we potentially see the return of Buddy Matthews?
He's been coming up a lot lately. People have been talking about Buddy. Buddy's a real talent. So
he's good. He's really good.
Wrestling Old Head, who's going to get banned from the show for throwing out. I wonder if Nana starts a new embassy here. The embassy was such a Bush League terrible stable. Get that out of here.
Who was in that? Who was in the embassy?
like a lot of random people over the course of time.
Like the Don Callis family.
Kind of like the Don Callis family.
ROH World Champion Bandito.
See, that would have been the opportunity for you to move to the Don Callis family 6-man tag, and you didn't. It's fine.
No.
Bandito is not defending the title
against Don Callis family member Andrade.
This is a non-title match, correct?
Yes, correct.
Well, then you know who's winning.
Yes.
I like the story. I like the idea that Bandito showed Andrade some respect, and Andrade was just a dick to him. Is like, I'm sorry, did you want a picture with me?
Yeah.
I like that. I hope Andrade's got his head on straight, and we get a hell of a match.
I know. I like this version of Andrade. I think this is really you're finally hitting the note here with it. Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis.
Oh, you mean the Don Callis family?
Yeah.
I gave you the segue. You didn't do it, and here we are.
Look. Andrade.
I'm trying to produce the producer.
Well,
drink it. Everyone knows that coffee's empty. There was nothing in that cup. This is why you're not getting an Oscar. You don't know how to fake drink coffee. Anyway, the Don Callis family, Mark Davis, Kazuchika Okada, and Kyle Fletcher will be defending their 6-man tag titles against Mystico and Jet Speed, correct?
That is correct. I mean, are the trios titles your favorite titles in all of wrestling, Robert?
I mean, they're the most coveted.
Yes.
They're defended in not sporadically, to quote Ty from Clueless. And it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a good match. Mystico is going to take the pin, and we're going to move on with our lives.
If we were a trio, Robert, me and you, who would be our third member?
Well, who's behind you holding the gold?
That's Terry Funk.
It looked like Terry Funk. Hey, Dom.
Come on, Robert.
See, I would rather see Terry Funk work with you at Whole Foods. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Dominic, where do you put the oranges?
What's with all the peaches? My.
Why is that guy blading himself over there?
I would imagine there's a lot of people that are voluntarily cutting themselves in a Whole Foods. Dom, what do we got next on this? No, Tony Gong says Scott Chaplin. No, I deal with enough Scott Chaplin twice a week.
Speaking of blading yourself, John Moxley. John Moxley will be taking on Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW. No time limit.
No time limit. I got no time to bleed limit.
What do you got?
I think this is Takeshita. I think this match is going to go 47 minutes, and I think this is an opportunity for a coronation of sorts for Takeshita.
Yeah, I completely agree. If they don't do it, you're doing it wrong.
Well, and if you're doing it wrong, Blue Chew Gold promo code rumor.
Willow Nightingale.
I don't know that it helps with like. I mean, I know it helps in certain areas. I don't know that it necessarily is going to help with form. It's like a performance center for your pecker.
Pecker Performance Center.
Nope. See, the way you said it was super creepy.
That's what I'm here for.
Is that? I've been wondering for the longest time.
They were like,
why you're
you know
here.
What, Robert? You need a creepy co-host. How about that?
I had a creepy co-host, and we had to replace him.
Well, this one's overly smiley creepy. Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, they're your tag champs.
I already said what was going to happen this one.
Megan Bayne and Lena Cross.
Yeah, I think this is where Megan Bayne and Lena Cross are going to win the tag titles because of what happens earlier in the 0 hour.
Hey, another tag match going down, Robert. It's FTR. That's Dax Harwood. That's Cash Wheeler. They're going up against your favorite, the Young Bucks, for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Where's that exploding ring when you need it?
Wow.
I don't care. Because here's the thing. If the Young Bucks win, babyface Young Bucks team, boy, we get to see them go up against FTR. And if FTR wins, we get to see him go up against the Young Bucks.
Unless Cope and Christian come back. Young Bucks versus Cope and Christian. How about that? How about Thekla versus Chris Statlander in a best of 3 falls match. Ooh, you want to talk about a long match? This is for the AEW Women's World Championship.
So, best case scenario, this match is 27 minutes. That is the shortest you're going to give at best a 3. I have not had a Sisters of Sin promo in quite some time.
Yes.
This is cruel. Like, why? Why do this? This is inviting Fred Astaire over to your house and not letting him dance. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Fred, do the dishes.
The night is dark. Evil is here. Close the refrigerator. The light is still on. Sisters of Sin. Thekla's going to retain. What a match.
They got to go. They just got to continue to have Thekla win. She's just got to be a dominant force. Where's Mercedes Moné, by the way, speaking of which?
She lost to Persephone in a CMLL match that may or may not have been mentioned anecdotally during the Dynamite.
What in the good Lord is going on with that?
Well, when you put 42 titles on someone, you have to take them all off that person. So clearly they're telling that story really, really well. Dude, they shaved John Morrison's head, and it didn't happen on the actual TV.
They did. We didn't even talk about him saying that AEW was an island and that they aren't on the island right now.
What is it, Lost?
No, you didn't hear this? He had an interview with Chris Van Vliet and said that there's an AEW island and Moxley is not on it. Not Moxley. Morrison is not on it.
Correct.
Johnny TV.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Island.
Johnny Island.
Dude, they haven't put QT Marshall on Dynamite in months. I hate this company. They are the worst.
Maybe we'll
get are there any more matches in a 72-match card?
Oh, Robert, you're forgetting the main event, my friend.
We already talked about Thekla.
Oh, no. Did we talk about Hangman Page and MJF in a Texas death match for the championship? Page cannot challenge for the championship ever again if he loses.
Of course not, because he'd be dead. It's a death match. The loser must die.
This is not Mortal Kombat, Robert.
Oh, well, then this is a stupid name for a match. It's a California, Texas death match. So I guess it's going to involve solar panels.
Do you remember when, during the press conference, that memorable press conference when Hangman Page said, "I've ended careers in Texas death matches"? He has not done that. He lied. He just lied to everybody.
Take it up with The Hague. I don't know what to tell you. Look, the booking of this is weird. Doesn't make any sense. MJF losing the title would be completely illogical when you realize that you've got Ospreay coming back, you've got Kenny Omega, you've still got Brody King. It's a lot of viable baby faces who have the opportunity to become world champion. If you put that title on Hangman, we're going to get what? Hangman and Swerve again?
Don't want it.
Eventually, Samoa Joe's got to be alive. Eventually, Bobby Lashley's got to be alive. Like, there's people.
There's people.
Warner Bree says it's a Texas I'm going to hurt you real bad match. I like that.
Doesn't have as much as a ring to it, though.
Also, Caspian points out that today is Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I totally didn't realize that. It's the second Friday the 13th this year.
Wasn't it like, I think February was the last one. Last month.
Well, there was only 2 other options that it could have been. It was last month, yes. So what a way to spend your Friday the 13th than here with us. In fact, you know how you should spend your Monday the 16th?
How's that, Robert?
Right here. As we're here every Monday through Friday at noon Eastern on a plethora of platforms, including the WWE Creative_ISHX account, the @Dominic D'Angelo X account, the @SE Scoops X account, and on YouTube on Podcast Heat and Studio One Sports. We'll be back talking what happened on SmackDown, what happened on Revolution, and whether or not Dom remembers to send me an email. So on behalf of the man who was turned on the United States of America after their performance in the World Baseball Classic and is fully on board with Italia, Dominic D'Angelo, my name is Robert Karplis. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Go Italy. Go Italy. Yeah, my paisan.